Hey guys, it's me, Melly. Welcome back to Melly's Yarn and Book Adventures. First, I want to thank Miss Sandy from, oh my god, why can't I remember her channel name? It is, uh, it is Left is Right Crochet with Miss Sandy. Left is Right Crochet with Sandy. I was speaking to her yesterday when I did my live. She was my only viewer, and she had told me that she was going to do a shout out for me to kind of help me out, and she did. And I have a few new subscribers, so I want to thank her for doing that for me, and I also want to thank all my new subscribers for coming and checking out my channel. Now this is going to be, it's an impromptu Friday video. I was going to do a live, but then I realized there's a couple other lives that's going on around this time, so I didn't kind of want to miss out on anything. So I figured I'd just do the video. Anyway, so I'm sure if you're new to the channel, you know that my channel is yarn and or book and craft related. I don't say and or, it's yarn, crochet, any type of craft, including knitting, whatever type of craft you do, let's put it that way, and book related, not and or, because there are books I read. There will be books. There are always books. I'm not a tutorial type channel. I don't do tutorials, if you didn't already know, because one, I don't have the patience, two, I don't have the time, and three, I do not have filming equipment. I use my desktop and my phone. I don't have fancy lighting and all that. Anyway, that's that. Basically, my channel will be to share what I find, discover, learn, read, new, just, friend, like, stuff. I'm at a loss of words today. It was a long night yesterday. Last night was Halloween. I hope you guys had a good night. I had work, and considering that, it's a retail business, every other place except for one that I've worked in, we've always had trick-or-treaters come in, and we've always kind of given out candy. However, AC Moore does not, because they don't really have candy. I mean, I guess it's a personal managerial preference, but from what I've heard, since it's my first Halloween there, they don't really get a lot of trick-or-treaters, because it's not like a residential type setting, or there's not, there's residents across what I would say is it's not a highway, it's a boulevard, but it's like it's 1, 2, 4 lane, and when I say 4 lane, I mean like there's the regular lanes, and then there's the express, and then going one way, and then the same thing going the opposite direction. So I guess it is like a highway without being elevated, if you so to speak. Anyway, there's like residents on the other side of that, but I'm sure people don't want to cross this busy, gotta chill, a busy highway to trick-or-treat at the retail stores. Anyway, it was kind of quiet in there or whatever, so it was like kind of like slow, and all our work returns and all that good stuff, like we were done halfway through the night. So as I'm walking, I'm shopping. So this video is going to be a couple things. It's going to be the couple things I bought last night while I was at work, because I had nothing better to do but straighten up the store and shop. And it's also going to be a mini yarn review for yarn I've purchased from Hobium that I just start working up, and I didn't know how I was going to feel about it, because in the ball, it was soft, but I wasn't sure if it was going to be soft as it worked up. Anyway, that's later on. So, what I purchased last night. Alright, I got quite a few things. Sorry, guys. I should have pulled it closer to me, but I didn't, of course. I bought a while ago, when it was on sale at AC Moore, the Hooga yarn. Hooga? For 2 for $12. Yeah, it was 2 for $12. That's what the sign said. So now they have it on sale, $6 a ball, which basically is 2 for $12. So I have the lavender color. I have a lavender and I have the grayish color, like I don't know what color it is. It's like a light gray. And I had one ball each. Well, I decided I want to make a granny square shrug cocoon thingy because I really like my campfire cardigan, but I wanted something a little bit quicker working out. So, and I obviously don't need 2 of the same type of cardigan. So this yarn, so I bought 2 in the lavender. I figure I'll have 3 balls of lavender and a ball of gray for edging. And I figured this is like a chunky, I believe. Yeah, it's a bulky 5. So, it works up pretty quickly. And actually, when I got home, I started. I can show you guys. And I know in ball form, this yarn is like super duper 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 soft. And don't mind me talking while I'm putting stuff away. I like Red Heart depending on the yarn. And I really like this yarn because it's so soft in the ball. But when you work it up, woof, I got a piece of fuzz from the yarn. When you work it up, it's even softer, which is surprising because a lot of people say Red Heart is stiff. But I think that's the point of this yarn, is for it to be like butter soft. And I love it. And now I'm in trouble because I may have to buy more. No more yarn. And then I just got another ball of the antique white in the Stitch Studio for my dad's blanket, because even though I'm not using a lot of it in the design of my blanket, I know I'm gonna need more. And I also may need some I may do an edging around it, because the sides, even even though they're straight and even, they kind of have like a little bit of a bump where you turn. It's like the turning chain kind of like curve, because I'm working into the space, not the stitch itself. So yeah, then I decided a while ago, my husband told me a friend of his had messaged him and was like, oh, I do game night in the house if you guys ever want to come over, like an adult game night with food and drinks and stuff like that. And I looked at my husband and said, you don't do game night. What are you talking about? I've been trying to do game night forever. I have a vintage Monopoly game, like literally over there, that's down the same pieces, because my son got into it when he was littler, and I'm missing a couple of tokens, which are probably in the house somewhere under something that I've never seen, like the radiator or switch somewhere. And because I wasn't home for Halloween and they did kind of like movie night, I decided, since I have off today, we're going to do family fun night. Family fun game and movie night, depending on whatever. And so I bought Dominoes. Oh, okay, say it. Dominoes. And my husband likes dominoes, and my kids have played dominoes. And I also bought Jumbling Tower, which is Jenga. And I figured, me and him could maybe play dominoes later with some drinks, and we can play Jenga with the kids, and then watch a movie. Play Jenga, watch a movie, send them off, have some drinks if we buy any, and then play some dominoes and see where it goes. Maybe some strip domino, who knows? No, I'm joking, guys. No, I'm not. No, I really am. Anyway, so yeah, that was what I was going to plan. And then they called me and they were like, "Oh, we want to know if you could come in at 3 o'clock this afternoon to close." And I'm like, "Well, first of all, I can't come in at 3 o'clock because I have to pick up my son, and he gets off work at 2. He gets off school at 2:30. 2:30. My husband doesn't get off work at 4 o'clock, and he's my babysitter. So if I can come in, it would have to be at the time I normally come in, which is 5. But I'll let you know. I'll call you back and let you know. 5 minutes later, I text my husband. I'm like, hey, they want me to come in. Da, da, da. 5 minutes later, I get a call back from my job, and they're like, oh, don't worry about it. We got somebody else to come in at 3 that can come in at 3. And I'm like, oh, okay, thanks for calling me back. I appreciate it. I was just waiting for a response from my husband's text. And he was like, no, because I don't want to have you to have to rush and whatever. So I was like, oh, okay. So now I can go on with what plan. I mean, I could have said no straight out when they called the first time, but I missed work on Monday because I was sick. So I kind of felt like not obligated to go in, but kind of like, I called out of work and I probably shorted you guys if you couldn't find someone to come in. So, make that up. Show that, I'm willing to come in. You just got to kind of give me some time to get there, which I'm sure they were fine with. But I guess they just want to have, they called somebody else as backup just in case. I couldn't do it because I also said my husband on Fridays, sometimes he doesn't come right home from work. He runs his Friday errands, bills and all that stuff. So that way he don't got to worry about it over the weekend. Anyway, so that's that. Now, for Christmas, I am making my mother-in-law a shawl. You guys saw the one I made my mom? I'm making my mother-in-law one. I ordered yarn from Hobium, and it's Easy Wool by Lamia. And I got like a peachy color, and which you guys saw in another video, and this gray. It's 100 grams, 210 meters, 229 yards, 80% acrylic and 20% wool. It says it's a number 4, but I would say it's on the, I don't know if you guys see. I guess it's a 4, but it's like a thinner 4. It's not, but it's lofty. And when I say lofty, here's what I mean. I'm using a 5.5 millimeter hook or a I9. The band says to use a 4. So I don't know what a 4 means. I don't know. I guess it 4 millimeter maybe, or if the number 4. Like, I'm not sure what that means because it's not specific. It just says 4. But this is what it's working up to look like. I didn't want it too dense for the simple fact that I want it drapeable. Like, I want it to keep her warm but not be heavy and dense. So this is what it's coming to work up as. And I'm really liking it. It's airy. And airy, I mean, it's not tightly spun. It's not tightly spun, and it's kind of like, you have to be careful with it kind of because it can split on you. I'm using a Susan Bates, which, that's the other thing I want to quickly review. So feeling it, you're like, oh, it feels like acrylic with a little bit of a wool, but not like a scratchy wool. But will I like working with it? Because I've never worked with it. Well, I love it. I will definitely buy this again. And it seems like, even though I love my clovers, because I love my clovers, I've been going towards the Susan Bates hooks I purchased lately. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's just so I can use them and get used to them, but I really like my Susan Bates. I may have to get another set of the ones I have, which is bad, but because I don't need any more crochet hooks. But so I have 2 favorites now. I have my clovers and I have Susan Bates. They're comfortable to me. That's what it is. And also I've been training myself to crochet the pencil hold, and this is how I used to crochet, but I keep wanting to go back to this way now. Even when I'm using a clover on my father's blanket, I keep wanting to, like, for some reason, I keep wanting to switch. And the reason why I'm doing that is I'm trying to train my hands to, if I get tired, you hold it one way, I can do it the other way. So, let me give you some deets about the wool. I have to charge my phone. Right now, I actually have it in my cart. It's Lamia Wool Easy Yarn. It is $3.58 a ball, which when I bought this, I bought it on sale. I don't remember what I paid for it. Actually, I could tell you right now, so hold on one second. Let me see. What is going on with my phone? Okay. Does it not give me the details of it? Well, for 2 balls of yarn, I paid... Why do I keep doing that? $7.16 a ball. So... what is that? $3.58. So yeah, I paid $3.58. I paid full price for it. I thought I got it on sale. I did not. It was the other one that I bought that I got on sale. That I made my daughter's friend's scarf with. Anyway, I was thinking about purchasing more. But I have 2 balls of each, so that's 100 grams each. It's 400 grams. I think that's enough to make a good size shawl, but I'm not sure yet. But it looks like just this is large enough already. I mean, my mother-in-law is obviously bigger than me. Like, she's a husky woman. But I think 4 balls will be enough. And I didn't want to buy yarn if I wasn't going to use it, because I like the colors, but they're not something I would use. Colors I would use. She likes the peachy colors. I'm more of a purple kind of girl. Anyway, so yeah, there's that. So I am loving the yarn. I will definitely buy it again, just not in the colors that I specifically bought for my mother-in-law, and I don't want to have to purchase more and then have it end up sit, because it's not cheap yarn in a sense. Well, it's not cheap in the sense of quality and or price, and I don't want to buy yarn that's just going to be sitting. I mean, I could make something out of it, but I don't, you know, like, it would just be sitting until I decided what to do with it. And yeah, I could make another shawl, but again, my husband's gone a little bit yarn like, you're overflowing again, crazy. So anyway, that's that for now. I'm going to let you guys go because I have to go charge my phone. I have some stuff to do, and I want to look at my shawl and see how many rows of each color I did before I did the color change. So I will see you guys later. Have a good weekend. Enjoy. I hope you guys had a good Halloween, and I will talk to you guys over the weekend. Bye.